Hello? Can see my meter. There we go. I thought of taking a break again, but I had like a big dinner, so I was like, if I had a big dinner, I might as well just channel that into streaming. Besides, I have good news. I'm just gonna chill, listen to some music, watching maybe random YouTube videos. Even though I watched most of this already. No copyright stuff. I don't want this to get blocked like worldwide again. Yeah, my feed is very, very chaotic. RT Games learn what yaoi is. Oh, I could watch this. I'm gonna, save to watch later. Man, there's a lot of things that I put on like watch later. Not really anything to watch, actually. Just music to jam to. My mouse. If I play a game, my model will lag, so I choose to talk instead. Do I sound alright? Last time I had like I forgot I had like two microphone on. Not two microphone, it's two audio input on. I did notice that last time, so when I was doing the introduction, I sound really weird. And of course I didn't notice it because no one is like noticing it and tell me. Not gonna blame the wheel of my friend that joined the stream, but like I sound different. Does it not like concern you guys? I'm gonna get a new mic soon though. I have a plan, Arthur. But seriously, I actually have a plan. It might be crazy plan, but I'm willing to try. And yeah, I got support from my friend and all that. We're just gonna have this to be empty field, and I'm just gonna be on the corner, on the bottom right. At least I'm not bottom left, right? I've seen some like I've seen some streamer or like speedrunner usually put the camera on the left. Because I watched some speedrunning, like finding crazy stuff in Minecraft. And a lot of them use your webcam on the bottom left. Some are top left. Maybe that's just Twitch thing. I'm a YouTube thing, so you know, for like a first series of model that my artists make, this still look pretty good. It's just that I haven't used much of it. I have fun messing around with my model. I think it's still fine. Still good. I love the braid on the hair. I didn't even ask for a braid. I just told them to make it feminine, and they were like, "Oh, okay." The eye is spot on. The braid is cute and actually have some physics to it, I think. Yeah, a little physics to it. But I never really use it for like close up until tomorrow, that is. Tomorrow I'm gonna use like a really close up to my face, I guess. Because tomorrow I'm gonna do a bit of like a hybrid, like ASMR. Fuck. My Samsung phone just like got activated for some reason. ASMR. No, it doesn't. It listens to me, and for some reason, I mean, I don't say much off stream, but when I'm on stream, I say something, and it's gonna like listen to me. It's not Siri, but it's close to Siri. It's for Android, really. It's just that they don't have like a sensual app for like a AI assistant like Siri. Speaking of Siri, I'm thought of getting an iPhone to use camera tracking instead. At first, I was like, I'm gonna get like a new model for my like just like a PNG tuber model, because this Live 2D is pretty expensive and they're time consuming, and the hardware issue is the big bottleneck, I would say. But yeah, I got plan to fix that, and everyone is on board with it, so I have no problem trusting them. This is kind of weird. I'm just like on the bottom right, talking about all this. I don't look as grumpy as I used to be for some reason. Maybe the VTube Studio got an update or something. So like for some times ago. Although I gotta say, getting a new eyeglasses definitely does help. Okay, I thought I was going to open Twitter for a second there, but I was like, nah. If I open Twitter, there's gonna be like some nuts safe for art there, because I actually follow artists, and I only have one account. My friend has like safe for work account and not safe for work account. I use one account for both, so it's like a personal and also a public account. In the future, I might have a different account. Who knows? I'm saying that just because I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a VTuber, and that kind of thing just bring naughty audience, you know. What's you doing today, man? Not much really. I'm just like I'm actually plan to watch something, but I have nothing to. I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. So I'm just like talking and commentating, just chilling really. But if you have any recommendation, I'll watch them for you. I thought of like watching. I don't want to turn into like a reaction channel, but in a way is sometimes I just want to watch this channel really. She just do a reaction stream 4 hours ago. She streamed. Does she stream? She does stream, right? The stream itself is someone buffing. Not sure if my internet somewhat buffering. Oh, that's probably on my end. Sometime the internet on my end is yeah. Could be your end too. I don't know. That's not the first time someone's saying that it's like a buffering on your end. But yeah, this channel is. What can I say? I think I watched very early on. I watched these thing evil. That's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I watched this one. I watched it from last year. I started watching her from last year. I mean, she's doing it since last year, so. It shows some. It shows some often, but it's short. Oh, okay. Wait, I did I read that right? Give me a moment. Got a video that I need to watch. Same voice actor. What is this?
All you do is tweet hot takes and shout world star during street fighting videos. Everyone disappoints you, and that's why you've buried yourself in your work. I may be a cold calculating machine, but you are too.
Okay, Bubbles, now sit. Roll over. Now get your treat.
What the hell did I just watch? Meet the real heavy. Oh god. They really love doing skit, huh? But what was I? Alright, no, my YouTube channel need to be check in studio. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I got like a lot of subscribers just this for past 4 months compared to like last year. But then again, I didn't really do much last year. I even go on a hiatus, which is which is fair. It's fair. Yep, go to found the chat. Can't zoom in. Damn it. Well, at least I can see the chat here. I don't need to open the Streamlabs studio. Not studio, Streamlabs. It's Streamlabs. Is it about the same size? It's actually, it's the same size. Could be slow. Could be smaller. Not sure if I have anything good to watch. If I have anything good to watch together. I don't either. There's only few channels that I actively watch. Some, most of them are cynical actually. They're very sarcastic and like leaning on the side of. I don't know what to call it. It's not a genre, but they're like a bunch of YouTubers, streamers that is on the gray side, I guess, in terms of like content. They're not really a good guy. No, that's just people people them into like this stereotype. I guess what I want to say, it's like this creator right here. He make like really interesting content about Fallout and old game. But the language he uses can be a bit harsh and too real, People want fantasy, and I'm like the opposite of that. I don't want fantasy. I just want real stuff. So I watch those people with harsh content. I never watched this before. Mrs. Blue. People say it's like it's really disturbing. The hell is on my feet? It's the same thing on my feet. Last time it was like this too. Oh, they're clips. Give me a moment. I usually watch a mix of horror streams and a combination of historical events like World War II and all that. After time start with What If, I used to watch those, but like I get I actually get like scared by it, so I didn't watch as much anymore. We can just watch like VTuber clips and call it a day. There's a lot of German because I watch German, but I'm not gonna react to German because it's a bit different. He's like my comfort streamer in a way. Oh, this guy made a video about violence before I do. I plan to make a video about violence and how it's like fun. This guy beat me to it. Damn it. He's a great YouTuber. I don't mean it by saying all that. Tail Foundry. I think you would like it if you want a recommendation. Tail Foundry is also the kind of channel that have like a what if, you know. But most of their content are alternate like universe, alternate history, fictional stuff really. I don't watch them as much anymore because like I said, I'm trying to watch real stuff. What are these? As you can. Oh yeah, Galgura just graduate, right? I'm a bit slow on that. It's been like a week. I could do Arknight, but my model would lag, so I'm not gonna do that. Rank 1 player. That's interesting. I just did this a few days ago. A couple of days ago. I didn't even like react to the trailer. It's more like a overall analysis. I got it all in like one stream. So all I can do now is edit them into a video. Damn, is there nothing I can watch on YouTube on like main feed? Good stuff, not gonna lie. Most of them what if historical video could literally change the course of all history. Yeah, even like just one guy like exists, or like if they're unborn, the birth wouldn't be the same. It's so weird that like one person can change the world by, you know, going a different route. Like just one guy, just one guy, one girl. It's very interesting. What if Russia become a Islamic country? There's a lot of what if video out there. I'm gonna see if hopefully it's not gonna be a show. It's a show. Most of these anime and sci-fi. I kind of want to watch this, but I feel like I'm gonna get like DMCA. There's also Kursgasat, right? These are what if from Marvels. Laughing again. Wait, let me check. Maybe I'm downloading something and yeah, no, yeah. I think that might be on your end. I'm so sorry. I also watched this type of video too. Just like background audio, really, because it's like 40 minute, like 50 minute long, or like 1 hour, 2 hour long. I will watch them just so I can pass my time without like boredom. This video, I love this video, especially Curious Archive. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. And then we have like gaming stuff, YouTuber stuff. I was watching GG earlier. This is such a bait. Like trailer. I want to know. I just want to know. 6-year anniversary. Wait, this is. Wait a minute. This is what usually show up in my feed. Really? You mean what I'm looking at right now, or do you mean like the earlier? Like the movie. What? It's probably just me. Concept trailer. This game blew up. Alright, gonna pause the audio. What the hell? Oh, somebody saw. One of my used to be like an associate, not exactly friend. Also turned into a VTuber, just actually for quite some time now. Compared to me, I'm very new. But hey, I'm not gonna let that stop me from getting the cash and the audience. I don't really care about the money real much. It's more about like production broadly. I want to like do something that means something. That's the philosophy that I promise to myself for this channel. It's not about money and getting like a luxury life. No, just enough. Just enough would be fine. Wait, this is right. Okay, I should close this. Maybe it's draining my internet because of it. How would the buffering issue you were having? Johnny Somali is getting in trouble. And let's see, Arc Knight 6th-year anniversary. This is probably for the Chinese side, right? Love how Akish act like China. Literally is a Catholic country event PV right after the Pope died. Wow, they comment. Alright, let's see what this is. Wait, don't tell me. I'm gonna pause a lot, but like, don't tell me this is Xia out there. I thought about this the other day. Dude, she's in a wheelchair and she's fighting like that? Oh, damn. Yeah, we're gonna have Xia out there. Oh, this girl. I want this girl, but she's the limited character. I want all of these characters that is shown in the trailer, really. And Xia look cuter than usual. She's in a wheelchair, dude. What is this? Damn, that was cool. That was worth the watch. I think hard right there. Wait, what? Oh, the preview is it stream like got issue? What? Huh? What happened? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. This is what send a link, but pretty much what it is. Is respective of all game, pretty much. Drips wheelchair running in the running at a 90. Where is the link? I don't think you can post link here unless you post it on the server. Six years University PV. Is this the same one? Oh, it's different. Okay. If only I knew about these trailer and update, I wouldn't have spent my random. I would have saved for this. New operators. What the fuck? Great Sparrow. Okay, so this is a free character. Wait, she spins just like Mudrock. No way, she's a player character now? Playable character now? Where's Exia? Exia Alta. Oh, so Exia Alta is this is not in this event, okay. Oh, Exia is actually in this event. Oh, shoot, okay. She's a specialist? Where's the new outfit? Tactical. Rota. This event is gonna be crazy. By the lake. Oh, what is it for? Oh, hey, Mitsuki got new skin. They really love Mitsuki, huh? This is for what? Yamata? Bro, that is this Mari from Blue Archive. Vistel? Oh, I gotta save my Originium Prime for this. Originate Prime for this. Oh, Massimo finally have a module. And Momo and Cross Slayer. Oh yeah, it's gonna be big event at the end of the year, I think. New furniture, okay. Yeah, that's cool. This is about this event as well for Monster. This is also a really good song. Laughing again, damn you. Feels good, man. I love this game. I could probably show it on stream if I use like a PNG tuber. I got that one prepared. The new one is not here yet because the complexity of the design and characters. That is gonna need some time to finish the product. So we're stuck with this for now.
I want you to listen very, very carefully. Why not? Yes. I want you to listen very, very carefully.
Boss music or basic mission music? Boss music. This is actually boss music. I never get to it though because the event at the time I was not very strong in terms of like a player and operators that I have. The boss is not even like a bad guy. He just doing his thing. This is Lapland Alta 6 months ago. So I guess I have to wait like half a year for. This is 30 minutes, dude. Oh, I think we're gonna watch like a Genshin Impact, which versus like other game. Shop. Then now. Emergency design change. And this type of video I wouldn't watch. This one no.
¡Bravo! ¡Bravo! ¡Excelente, Calamardo! ¿Tus notas falsas la hacen más original?
¿Qué?
No toqué ninguna nota falsa.
Verás, estás tocándolo así. ¿Cuándo debería ser así?
At least this. One thing I love about video games that their soundtrack is always
Tono de la menor.
like copyright free, so you can use them in like your background and whatever. Just doing his job. It just so happened that he is the leader of the squad. Yeah, that's what I mean. He just happened to be like the leader. I can almost read this music note. I thought learning about all these in practice, but it takes some time, so I don't really like try to. I don't know. Size that is different. Let's just watch another one. Oh, this is from Blue Archive. Hell yeah. Now Nikke, I don't play Nikke much, so I would know. My kind of cheaper is just less jump scare. Less jump scare.
My path remains true!
Yeah, there's a lot of Nikke song in this one. Okay, I think that's enough. It's like just binge watching all these. Love when a song kicks in when you are about to beat the boss. I think it was intentional, right? The good one is always intentional. If it's unintentional, then oh, that's something special. This is also a player that play. That's also a VTuber. I keep wondering why do like CH in the name? What's that for? I know it's for channel, but like a lot of like VTuber have it for some reason. Maybe it's for like easier, like broader discovery ability or something like that. I just call myself Shana, so people probably have no idea what that means. Maybe the CH would help. Because it is mostly widely used by VTuber, right? Like maybe CH and like English VTuber, EN VTuber. Oh yeah, there's like a evil sing, evil sing invisible. It's very good. I just watched it just before the stream actually.
Invisible. Shy one, walking by the wall. The shadows will not fall. Is silently
I seriously love this song. I wouldn't call myself like a Metal Gear Solid fan because I only play like what, one game, two game, Ground Zero and Phantom Pain. I hope to play 1, 2 and Snake Eater, like the OG one, one day. I suppose to tell the potential views. My eyes bad, sorry. How do I zoom in on this chat? I'm gonna get close to that for a moment. This is the minimal distance. I suppose they call the potential views. I could speak English or some episode stream. Oh. That is about the channel, right? The CH. It's getting you the exposure. I think that's what you mean by that.
But a voiceless crowd isn't backing down when the air turns red. With a loaded hesitation, can you say my name? Has the memory gone? Are you feeling numb? Have we all become invisible?
That was awesome. I also watched the trailer too. Oh hey, Nurse is live right now. So this wait, do I? Chocolat channel. Yeah, they all CH. Nurse is technically a VTuber, if you think about it. She doesn't show her face, she used an avatar, even though it's just like a mock-up. Yeah, it's like a mock-up. It's not really like an avatar that, you know, like a VTuber use. But she's technically one. My Lo-fi hip hop. Minecraft. Special preview. Now Ball is good. I think I said it to watch later. Yeah, it's so good. I want to listen to it like every single time I come across it. Some YouTuber are potential singer or turn it using AI to make a music. Wait, really? I wouldn't say. Yeah, I would say some. Some would do that. Yes. Some YouTuber, some of them is like wait. I think it's Karimana. No, it's Mana channel. Ah, Fukushimana. If I remember correctly, she said that she's not a VTuber. She's a V singer. And well, look at this. She become a VTuber now. She does like rock fundraiser. Ooh. Metal cover. Oh, don't mind me, I want to listen to this. I haven't listened to Mana in a wrong? No, in a long time.
ねえ私知ってるよ君が一人知ってるの知ってるよビクンビクン震えたさこれまで黙れなんだわ正直に言っちゃうよ慣れてるんで知っちゃうよ聞いてんの普通恥ずかしいみんな隠しているだけふんねえ私知ってるよ君が一人涙知ってるの知ってるよグスングスンへこんでさ弱な人からいいんじゃない朝が来るまで一生コース持ってないだって何度だって受け止めてあげるもう我慢しないでいっぱい出してねお願い君が欲しいの慰めさせてシェイクシェイクあの才能で泣いてくれるよ照れてしまう濡れていたねいいでしょなめとって飲み干したいんだってばお願い君が欲しいの頼り散らして知ったなんて最高で
Mana is an amazing YouTuber with What up, Doki Bird? I thought you wouldn't show up. I mean, you're a regular here. Doing alright. Just reacting and watch something on YouTube. Light thing. I'm sure of when I am not gonna read that out loud. I think that I want to listen to her cover more, but it's just like reaction content setup. I mean, we're just chilling. I don't have to be. I don't have to pressure myself to like make original content. We're just gonna chill. Oh, speaking of chill, this is the opposite of chill. Now I gotta run. It's eating time. Oh, you guys like swapping seat now? Have a good meal, Raymond. I'm just gonna shoot with Maul here. Should I watch like one of those videos that you sent in the server, Mo? Especially that the video on Blue, fake manager, fake boyfriend, fake gen mate, fake agency, fake that. She made it all up. I did watch a little bit of the should we start from the beginning? I think I should start from the beginning.
Amaryllis Blue was a small UK-based VTuber, and I mean small. She wasn't on anyone's radar, barely averaging 50 views on her streams. But those...
Here we go. Reaction content. Yeah, now it's my turn. Well, you gotta be weird about it, man. I think I might stream more next month. This month is gonna be mostly like video. I'm saying that as I stream for the third time this week, and tomorrow for the final time this week, and even on Sunday I'm probably gonna stream too, like random stream. Oh, let's watch this.
Amaryllis Blue was a small UK-based VTuber, and I mean small. She wasn't on anyone's radar, barely averaging 50 views on her streams. But those who did watch her found someone bubbly, bright, and sweet. She loved visual novels, she sang karaoke, she even had gen mates, and together they were part of a tiny VTuber agency called Hyaxis. It all seemed normal, small-time VTubers doing what they love, until one day, everything changed.
Until one day.
Blue uploaded a video
until she is not anymore.
She was crying. Her voice shook as she explained her decision to graduate. Why?
Because not feeling as tired as you used to? Not exactly. It's not about...
And was now paraplegic.
Okay, I gotta pause this. It's not just about... like energy. Well, it is about energy, but like the performance, I have a limit on what I can do as a content creator. Because I don't have a PC. This is a gaming laptop I got from a friend. A very good friend of mine. Keep this away from me. And I was like, oh, cool. This game can run like Red Dead Redemption 2. So I can probably stream it too. But here's the thing with gaming laptop. You can only play games on it, not stream on it. And even though the laptop has like an RTX 3000 series, it's not good enough. So I'm getting a bit of an upgrade and a bit of help from my family and friend. So yeah, it's more about the hardware limitation. But that's about to change starting next month. I don't know, I just feel like if I make this kind of gamble, it's not really a gamble. It's more like taking risks, knowing damn well that maybe you won, maybe you fumble a little bit, and if need be, I might. No, actually, I don't want to sell this laptop just to gain money to get a new PC. I want to keep this one. Maybe give it away for my brother to use it. But yeah, hardware limitation is the reason I can't stream every day, even if I want to. And as for the energy, like getting tired, I can always fix it with like a nap. But if I nap too long, well, I just skip my stream. Yeah, I need to download more RAM. Oh, don't worry. The PC that I'm gonna get next month is gonna have double the RAM of this one, so you can, render the video, stream at the same time. Just everything really. I just have to negotiate them for a bit. All right, let's watch the video. Let's continue.
She could no longer walk, and her condition was deteriorating fast.
I'm gonna be graduating effective like immediately. One of
Gotta
the
keep it
reasons
light.
is that I can no longer get back access to my Twitch because, well, I don't have that phone number anymore and they're refusing to help. So the other thing is my health, because there's been something that I've been keeping secret for a while that I haven't really told anyone except close friends, but I wanted to go public now, that a few months ago, I don't remember how long ago, sometime in the summer.
Wait, actually, wait.
I
I'm gonna pause this. So the channel called Blueless. Is the exposure is exposing her? Blueless. I don't think I watched Blueless before. I think I watched her channel like before Blueless become a thing. She would, yeah. I think I remember now. Yeah, it was before she got exposed. She popped up in my recommendation. I was like, oh, like VTuber with like a heart issue because my little brother also have issue, and I was like, okay, I'll give them a sub. I'm so bad at typing. Is she gone from the platform already? VTubing 2024. It has nothing to do with Blueless. I just add it. Liz. Yeah, Liz. Her nickname is Liz. Okay, so sorry about the noise. I have sinus. Hopefully the video doesn't have too many ads. There's a guy from Canada, show it timeline and the width, and it had to put it to add something. What channel before Blueless? Wow. Ghana is Ghana is blue at least. I feel like she would continue to scam people with all the time new voice. I'm a sexist, but you know what? I'm gonna say it. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. When it comes to female VTuber, if you fuck up, you still have fans. If a male VTuber fuck up, he's done. He can't get any entertainment job. He can't get any online job. That's kind of unfair, isn't it? And then in reality, the woman is not getting the benefit that they have on the internet. If a YouTuber or like VTuber that is female seems too good to be true, they probably aren't good. That's my opinion. But yeah, people like her get away from drama and past, that drama and history with like documented channel dedicated to their activities. And that is actually like bad publicity is good publicity. So it doesn't matter in the end. That's the thing. Male IRL streamer is better than female IRL streamer, but female VTubers is better than, yeah. Basically, the role is swapped when it comes to IRL, like YouTubing and VTubing. I still remember like these two. I'm not gonna name them, but there's like these two Twitter streamer. They were not good people. They were not good people, and they still have support for some reason. People still support them no matter what. I wonder how old they are. If they're older than me, then I would be like, oh, phew. At least at that age, I wouldn't make any mistake like that. The only mistake I have done is, well, you know already. But not many people knows about that.
Got into an accident. I won't go in detail because I don't want you guys to be too upset, but basically I can't walk anymore, and I was getting a bit better, but now my health is declining again, and it's really hard to do everything. So doing VTubing on top of daily things like getting out of bed and doing my exercises and eating and drinking, and just it gets too much, so I need to leave before it gets too much, okay?
In her Discord, she told her fans she'd sat on the decision for a while, but she couldn't, quote, physically do this anymore. It was heartbreaking, but nobody expected what would come next. On the day of her graduation,
I watched her like 2 minutes and then ran for about 10 minutes. Age got nothing to do with maturity. Wow, wise words there. Wise words. I mean, I know people that is way older than me, but have no goddamn idea what they're doing with their life. They have no goal, they have no soul. They act like babies. They act like teenagers. I would say I'm not an like adult yet in terms like maturity, but I got some experience. Congrats, you are doing React content. Yeah, just need like a fingerboard. And then I don't know. Fingerboard?
a post appeared on Reddit. It announced that Amaryllis Blue had passed away. She had suffered a fatal heart attack. Medics tried to save her, but failed. Fans were stunned. Many had just discovered her for the first time, and now she was just gone. According to the Reddit post written by a fellow High Access member, the entire agency was disbanding. They claimed they had lost access to all of their accounts. It was a perfect storm of tragedy. A young VTuber with a small but loyal following, gone too soon, and her story touched people. Her final video, which had barely gotten any views at first, suddenly exploded. Her graduation stream jumped from 50 views to over 77,000 views. And her TikTok account, clips were pulling over 60,000 views or more. People left comments saying, "I hope her family is okay. May you rest in peace." And that's very sad. She posted a video less than 24 hours ago saying she was graduating. But most of them echoed the same sentiment, that they wish they had found her sooner. Meanwhile, in her Discord, her fans also got the unexpected news and mourned in their own way, still in shock. And her cousin, a girl named Maria or Marionica, who was also her manager, made the rounds to confirm the news. In the High Access Discord, she formally announced Blue's passing. She also explained that due to the sudden spike in attention, they were wiping Blue's old content to protect any sensitive information. On top of that, Maria decided to step down from her position as manager of High Access. To most people, that all made sense. A family in grief, a sudden tragedy, a small community trying to heal. But there were a few things that didn't sit quite right. Why did the agency lose access to all the accounts just because Blue died? Why did Maria seem a little too close to everything? And what was with that bizarre Reddit thread she posted after? For now, most people simply brushed it off. They were too busy grieving, celebrating Blue's life, and supporting each other. But soon, the story would take a turn. A very
Story would take a turn. Let's just see how about a model just like upgrade itself or something like that. Sorry, I need to talk to my artist. Damn, that was like fucking 10 minutes ago.
unexpected one. Not long
Okay, this is a better, well, not better because it's gonna be black anyway. I remember getting a fan channel of her appearing in my timeline with a video about her being ripped, rest in peace. Very emotional stuff. That fan channel must be devastated. You have a better model than her. Yeah, that's because it's not my money. If it's my money, then I would have like what, half body? I wouldn't have this full body, which I don't show to anyone for some reason. I could just got just the head, just like half of this. But I ordered a full one because I don't know, feel cool. You got like a visual. And I would say my artist is very talented. Yeah, I'm gonna need like at least an iPhone 13, so that my tracking is better. I don't have to use like a my like lip sync. Nice boy hips. At least it's cover, right? If it's not cover, the Twitch admin is gonna ban me for showing hips, even as a guy. Yeah, give me a moment. I need to talk to my artist. Things about Blue just make me kind of pissed. Oddly enough, that's what I call my ChatGPT. Not Blue as a black, BL and double O, but blue like color blue. Wait. Uh, yeah. I literally just search up Blue Archive without any name. I remember name for almost all the characters from Blue Archive for some reason. Why does it have to be web PNG? No, not web PNG, web thing with the format. Man. Man. I'm just gonna get like a full body banner thing. Yeah, this JPG. Download, right, the reference. This is like the ultimate sidetrack. The ultimate sidetrack. Kurta de Haruna. What's that? Aru. And then Makoto. Wait, where's Aru? Character sheet. Ah, there we go. Open this. Got Aru. And finally, Makoto. Is Makoto accurate? No, Makoto actually wear her coat. Not a good reference then. Why? Because she's used mental illness as an excuse? Not quite. I mean, you're getting close, but not quite. She faked all her health conditions. She faked everything, right? A lot of people, okay, a lot of people use mental illness as an excuse because they don't want to face the consequences that they make. I don't do that. I'm being very genuine and honest about my condition because I'm still human. I'm just human. I'm just a human after all. It's just that Blue just make me sick because, well, literally and figuratively, metaphorically speaking, she make it so that people with actual like illness, like me with stress, I couldn't have like a heart attack anytime if I'm too stressed, but I managed to still keep going. There's a few times where I can't breathe and I had to like struggle on the bed and thought I was gonna die. There are moments like that, and seeing someone faking that, faking the condition, it hurt, man. It hurt. There are times like that happen, and it scares me. I'm scared of dying. I only start. I just begin. I just begun. But anyway, health issue aside, it's just it's whatever. Does any of these go with a code? My God, that image is so small. I'm ranting instead of watching the video. Where's my image? Oh right, it's in totally forgot how to organize my stuff. There we go. Start off. There we go. I'm sorry, I've been quiet. I'm just focusing on getting the model done. Right, back to watching the video. Damn, yeah, see, she's stuck for that. Take your time, as you can. She can eat. What? Hey, with eyeglasses. I need to get closer to my. I don't know what that means.
Long after the death announcement, a second Reddit thread appeared, also written by Maria. But this time, it wasn't about mourning. It was a complaint. The thread was titled, "Why does it take death for someone to become popular?" Maria wasn't just sad, she was bitter, angry even, that Amaryllis Blue hadn't received this level of attention before her passing. She wrote, "Why does no one pay attention until someone is gone? Earlier today, I posted the announcement that Amaryllis Blue died. Now, mere hours later, and she's gone semi-viral. The post had over 1k upvotes, and her graduation video now has 1.8k views. I just don't understand why the algorithm works this way." But when that post got downvoted, Maria complained about it in Blue's Discord server. It's gone back up now, but the fact it immediately got downvoted made me cackle. People hate me speaking the fucking truth. Like, the fuck is this? She's gone, and only now people are caring. I've lost all hope in humanity. A user tried to gently explain that it's normal for people to become curious after someone passes away. He said he understood her frustration, but added, "Irregardless of your disclaimer at the start, an unfortunate amount of people would..."
Why does it take someone dead to be famous?
She replied, "I mean, yeah, I get the curiosity, but it shouldn't have blown up this much." Then she said something
This is
no
just
one
being
really knew
petty.
how to process. I can't be that selfish because I'm related to her in every sense and I can easily impersonate her. True selfishness would be pretending to be her and never making her death
It's
public.
true though.
It
It's,
was strange, overly specific.
I'll go prefer with like
almost
retirement
a
or hate
scenario
this
she
with.
had already
That's
fought
true.
through. Yet
That's true because okay, I can probably just find it if that's a work channel. Remove my channel. I used to not have like a tool buddy on, but it's too annoying, so I just get rid of it. I don't care. I also need like a new banner. This one is not selling well. It's not selling well. Where's it? I don't stream as much, huh? Maybe stream too low. It was from last year. Six months ago. No, it's been a year, man. After, yeah, this one. I'm done with streaming for now. I'm going into hiatus. So see you in the future. 1,000 views on this. There's also dislike, by the way, and people are like, oh, good, you're going off. Okay. Okay. Back when I was using this model. That was, almost a year. Wait, maybe it marks 27. I see. Okay. I don't know how back then I used this as a background. What am I watching? Oh, I was like watching my new content I was making. Look at that. Back when I only have like 80 videos. How much do I have now? 200. Wait, that's subscribers. It's actually 300. It's crazy. Going from 80 to... Wait, maybe that's my sub? I don't know. I just know I grind them at the end of last year.
they assumed she was grieving in her own way. But for a few, that line stuck with them.
Yes, that's one. That one.
Past.
Yeah.
The mourning slowed, tributes faded.
I should do another hiatus with this model, and they come back, and I was like, oh, I'm back.
Memorialized and quietly moved on from. But then, out of nowhere, she returned. Amaryllis Blue uploaded a new video to her channel. She was alive. She claimed she had suffered a heart attack, but had miraculously survived.
Hello, my name is Amaryllis Blue. You may know me as the girl that died back in November, or something like that. Let me explain. Sorry, it's been a while. Let me explain what happened.
She explained
this is the exact video that I watched, and it popped in my recommendation. I think it's also because of community posts as well. I need to hydrate myself. Be talking for like 1 hour and not drinking any water. But yeah, I actually watched an OG video, and now it's gone from YouTube. She delete everything. I am taking a hiatus, so we'll be back tomorrow. You make me fumble with my words. Yeah, wait, Ashley, that'd be a dick move. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Imagine I pull like I'm going into hiatus. See you guys soon. And then like the next day I was like, oh, I'm back from hiatus. So it's like one day break. Like just wait for the views to go up to like 100 or like 1,000, and then just come back and gain people attention. People will be like, what the fuck are you, like, you debated us? Nah, that's too risky. It's so funny, but it's too risky. Yeah, even this one popped in my feed. Funny enough, no further video of her popped in my feed, and I forgot about her. I actually forgot about her too, and then you sent me this video on the server, right? On the server, and I watched for about 10 minutes, and I was like, wait, this girl, I know this girl, and I believe her for the time. When that happened, I believe her. Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah, I won't do that.
During her hospital stay, she was unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna say this though. I'll do like I'll see you guys next year, and then do it on like New Year's Eve or something. Make like a drop video. I'll see you guys next year, before New Year. Or maybe show up on my birthday because my birthday is on January. Arthur, we got a plan, Arthur. I got a plan. We need money, Arthur. And I'm like, who would fake a heart attack? Like, Lamo, yes, you can do that, yeah. I mean, that's a show I made with me and my friend, too. Oh, hey, see you in the year. And then next year come and it was like, oh, hello. I'm back.
Barely aware and heavily medicated. At the time, she said she instructed the hospital not to contact anyone about her condition, so naturally her friends believed she had died. And while they were wrong to announce her death, she forgave them. It was all just a big misunderstanding. Her story was strange, but oddly believable. She didn't seem angry, just tired, but grateful to be alive, and unsure if she ever wanted to come back to the internet. But when she finally did, people welcomed her back with open arms. Many had missed their chance to support Blue the first time, and they weren't going to make that mistake again. Her story, surviving a heart attack, battling chronic illness, and coming back from the brink, touched people, and especially those struggling with health issues of their own. Tribute videos were made, supporters gathered. She was no longer some unknown VTuber, she was inspiring. And then her channel blew up. During one of her live streams, you could literally see her subscriber count ticking up by the hundreds in real time. She was finally living the dream. People loved her and they wanted to support her. 6 days after her return, she debuted a new VTuber outfit. And it wasn't just a new model, it was a gift. An artist named Midas had been deeply moved by Blue's story. Midas' own mother had battled serious heart issues, and hearing Blue's story hit so close to home that she dropped everything to help. Even though Midas herself was sick
That must have been nice.
she poured her
For
energy
the artist
into
to
making
give
Blue
something
a
like that.
custom model, and fast. A gesture
To
of
this girl.
empathy, of the utmost care. And Blue's new model debut was a celebration. She showed off her new look, her personality, her strength. And from the outside, Blue had everything she'd ever wanted. A new model, a massive influx of viewers, supportive mods, and a community that genuinely cared. She had gone from complete obscurity to a beloved, resilient figure in the VTuber world, and was now getting over 400 viewers per stream, which is nothing to scoff at. Everything was
That's actually
finally
quite a lot.
falling into place. It looked like nothing could stop her, until something did. Because behind the
Here's something
scenes,
this.
someone was watching, and they were piecing things together. A new YouTube channel would appear with a very pointed name, Blueless. And with one video, they would start to unravel the entire world Blue had built. At this point, Amaryllis Blue had it all. A miraculous comeback, hundreds of live viewers, and a new model made by an artist moved by her story. Support from fans,
Midas
sympathy from strangers,
model.
the kind of attention most
But
indie
raw,
VTubers
yeah.
could only dream of. But something felt off. There were whispers, inconsistencies, little things that didn't quite add up. Then a new YouTube channel appeared. It was called Blueless, and on it, a video titled The VTuber That Faked Her Death. At first, it didn't get much traction. Barely 100 views, but the content inside, it was damning. The video dove straight into the core of Hyaxis, Blue's original VTuber agency. Blue often streamed with her genmates, and they sang together, talked together, laughed together. But the Blueless video suggested something shocking. They were all the same person. Each genmate was just Blue.
Imagine if Green Shadowed and Mr. Finboy and Jerry is like all me. Just being really good at voice
There
acting.
was no genuine interruptions or flow.
Just imagine.
Them. Just a one-woman performance.
I'll go higher and I'll go higher, and you couldn't take me down if you tried.
However, it didn't stop at Hyaxis. Blueless also claimed.
You know what's the one thing I am wondering? Who the hell was Blueless? Was he a fan? Someone she knew?
And the Luminary project. And both
I think
featured
just a random guy
talents.
on the internet.
According to the video, all the voices were once again suspiciously similar to Blue's. The voices were
You know, I gotta stop and say this. Maybe they are like a group of people, just an individual that happens to know the inside, like, you know, story. Maybe her real life friend reported that, you know, she's doing fine because she's pretty much like living a double life, right? When you are a VTuber, you basically live a double life, but she take this way too literally. You would be the greatest voice actor of our generation. Yeah, if I managed to do all that, do all the accent, yeah. What if all my stream with the boys are pre-recorded and it's just me using a voice modulation? Anyway, let's continue watching.
similar, they were nearly identical. Same tone, same breath patterns, and same laugh. The conclusion? Blue didn't just fake her own death. She may have created entire agencies of fake VTubers, each one voiced, written, and operated by her. Then came Marionica, the cousin who had announced.
I know this is unrelated, but look at the boobs. This her face, this her tail, and there's the boob. The reason why I pause here and look at the boob is because I got similar beauty mark on my chest as well. Same spot too. See?
Operated by her.
Okay, that was sidetrack.
Had announced Blue's death and later ran the Discord. Blueless highlighted that Blue's TikTok account only followed 4 people. One of them was Marionica. That alone wasn't suspicious, but what was? The voice, the microphone quality, the suspiciously similar model, and in one clip, Marionica seemed
microphone quality.
Wavering, sounding.
Once I get a new one next month, then I will sound different again.
You may be wondering,
I wanna remove a booba.
what they haven't been posting. Well, basically, but very simply, we're all too tired to.
If Blue had truly been dead, then brought back, and also created multiple agencies, could she also have faked being her own cousin? Was the grieving Maria just another mask? And that line from her Reddit thread now felt even more suspicious. I'm related to her in every sense, and I can easily impersonate her. What once felt like grief, now felt like foreshadowing. The video also highlighted strange, overly formal tweets from the agencies. Fake-feeling Discord messages welcoming new talents, all written in the same tone with the same grammar quirks. Welcome, thanks, welcome, thank you, welcome cat, thank you. The interactions felt fake, like someone talking to themselves in a mirror. It was
talking to themselves in the mirror. This kind of thing is pretty outdated phrase to describe something. Unless you really are like low self-esteem and doesn't have much charisma, I guess. Because when I'm talking to myself, I don't talk like that. It actually has some flavor. Just to spice things up. That's how people get better with like talking on stage. I've been talking on stage before, like in a school event and all that. Yeah, I still have stage fright sometimes. I don't believe you, Shom. I know it. You're gonna say that. I knew it. I knew it. No, just believe it's there, okay? Trust me, bro.
The interaction
Source?
felt
Trust me, bro.
fake, like someone talking to themselves in a mirror. It was hard to prove, but nothing felt quite organic. It was almost like people felt like something was off, but couldn't quite put their fingers on it. And though most of the internet hadn't caught on yet, a growing few were starting to whisper. Was Blue really alone behind the curtain? After the Blueless expose, everything changed. At first, Blue tried to keep calm. Her mods told her to ignore it. They said the drama would pass, that people would forget. This is the internet after all. But Blue didn't. She couldn't. Instead, she responded publicly, and that's when the spiral begun. She uploaded 3 back-to-back videos to her channel, trying to explain everything. In them, she claimed she hadn't faked her death, that she'd had a real heart attack, that she was unconscious for most of her hospital stay, and told doctors not to share any updates. So when her friends assumed she had died and publicly announced it, she said it was just a tragic misunderstanding.
I didn't announce my death, or I guess I didn't really know that I was gonna die.
I don't know. That was gonna die. What the fuck does that mean?
She claimed her cousin, Maria, aka Marionica,
Her mods were too nice for her.
but Blue said she lied.
Does she actually have moderation?
Mistake. She even said her parents had encouraged it, believing they could profit.
The only mod I have is a green shirt dude.
My parents knew. Not only did they know, but they actually went along with what
Jerry
she did.
and Mrs.
They
Fanboy.
enabled what she said. And why? Because, surprise, there was money involved.
Yeah, I watched this video too.
Opportunity to monetize my channel once.
And I actually believe her that, you know.
Sympathy donations. If
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I need to pause this. The reason why I trust her is because this video. This video popped up on my feed and I was like, oh, she's getting used by her parent? Yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, oh, you know, the parents are the bad guys here. I never really know that she faked her death until Blueless video like got uploaded. No, not Blueless. It's just like her old video really. But before Blueless, which I may have watched a little bit, yeah, she blamed the parent, the non-existing parent, for some reason. And I was like pissed that people would do that. Now with hindsight, like 2020, how do I say this? In her Discord, she used to, she was very good in getting the benefit of doubt in her favor. Yeah, kind of like how I got charming personality to charm people to, I guess, having a joint operation, getting money and all that.
And of course, all the attention. It just turned into a way for them to profit.
In one video, she said she felt guilty, not because she lied, but because she didn't get popular for the right reasons, and that she wished her growth came from her content and not the tragedy. But the more Blue tried to explain, the more people started asking if all of this was true, why did it sound like she was improvising? Up until that point,
after she keep clarifying the allegation, if only did she keep quiet. Oh,
the allegations onto
charming cocky.
That's when things started to truly unravel. Because by doing so, she had unintentionally alerted her entire fan base to the drama. People who had never seen the Blueless video started watching it, and it changed everything. Now even her biggest supporters were starting to question what they believed. And according to her own community, that was how many of them even discovered the Blueless expose in the first place, because Blue tweeted about it herself. In an effort to clear her name, Blue began posting proof videos, recordings of her talking with her gen mates to prove they were real people. But even these came across as strange. The audio was choppy, the voices were suspiciously similar. It didn't feel like a real conversation, it felt like a performance. And the more she defended herself, the more people started noticing things she couldn't explain away. After the expose video from Bluelist dropped, the cracks in Blue's story became impossible to ignore. But despite the mounting evidence, no one dared to accuse her outright. Bluelist, even with all the clips, side-by-sides, and analysis, still received significant pushback. Because while the voice comparisons and persona inconsistencies were suspicious, they weren't concrete proof. There was no medical records, no public admission, nothing definitive. And the idea of falsely accusing a sick, disabled girl, someone who had supposedly survived a heart attack and lived with paraplegia, was unthinkable to many. If people were wrong, the guilt would be enormous. So even those who felt something was off stayed silent.
This is what parasocial is like.
Blue's attempt to prove her genmates were real by uploading Discord recordings, the Bluelist channel escalated their analysis. They released direct voice comparisons, putting Blue's voice side by side with her supposed genmates. In one clip, they compared Blue's laugh with Momoiro's, and they weren't just similar, they were nearly identical in tone, timing, even the little vocal hiccup at the end of the laugh.
I'm sorry. Why am I laughing so much? Well, this is a great start. This is a great start. I just ended stream because
They followed it up with singing comparisons, showing clips from both Hyaxis and Celestiverse, where different members had supposedly performed the same songs. Except, when placed side by side, the voices matched, down to the breathing and phrasing.
She knows Japanese. Oh yeah, I haven't finished watching this video. I just like I know where it's going, so I didn't finish. These are new to me.
明日だって休みだけまだもいいか朝を目指しましょうおはようっておやすみってその目初めましてじゃないね何その目もうやめて可愛いだけなのに隅の味ずれる
This one is just singing without any pitch.
It was clear they weren't multiple girls singing. There was one girl using slightly different pitches and styles, performing as different personas. But Blue tried to dismiss it by saying, "We just grew up together. That's why we talk the same. We come from the same area." But at this point, even supporters were starting to realize this wasn't about...
You know what would be the crazy twist? Blue's channel is also blue. That would be one hell of a marketing campaign.
For Blue. A strange thing for a coworker to do, unless they were the same person. But perhaps the most devastating contradiction came from her Dia Shizuku persona, a VTuber Blue claimed was someone entirely different. On September 7, Dia uploaded a vlog walking through a public park. This directly contradicted Blue's previous claim that she was paraplegic, a disability she had said was the reason for her graduation. One she had incorporated into her branding and used to connect with chronically ill fans. She even retweeted posts like this: "Being chronically ill is not a gimmick or a trend, it's a shitty reality many of us have to live with." Except for Blue, it apparently was a gimmick. Dead.
Wait, I want to read that in full. I am someone with a chronic illness. This is fucked up, man. Oh, this is Iron Mouse. Being chronically ill is not a gimmick or trend or trait that is owned by anyone. It's a shitty reality many of us have to live with, and we should feel comfortable and safe in our own community to be able to share that part of our life if we choose to talk about it. Damn, Iron Mouse. I know she's suffering chronic, like maybe depression and maybe a health issue. So I can relate to that. But blue, repost that, retweet that. That's kind of weird.
Have to live with. Except for Blue, it apparently was a gimmick. Then she
What if we are all blue?
Blue forgot to log out of one of her alt accounts named Riley Piley, and even left a comment on the Blueless video defending herself. Even if it was true, what does it change? She's still small enough for it not to matter. The mic quality could be explained by them being in the same room/studio. Maybe. But the other points are sort of valid, but really, who cares? Let her do what she wants. She's not really hurting anyone much. The account had previously uploaded footage of the same park that appeared in the Dia vlog, further proving that Riley, Dia, and Blue were all the same person. Then there was Alex, Blue's supposed boyfriend and Discord bot. He posted a reassuring voice message into the server.
You're probably the cutest communities I've ever met.
And it was Blue doing a male voice impression. Then came
What?
this absolute
Wait, what? Wait a minute, what?
to the server.
You're probably the cutest communities I've ever met.
And
What? That is a different low of being low. That's the lowest of the low. Pretending to be a different gender and like another person. Pretending to be your own lover. Man, even I, like an internet goblin, actually had a girlfriend before. And they can talk. I think she retweeted because Aramo at the time was defending the... Wait, what? Oh, she's defending her, stating no one would use chronic illness to market themselves. Oh, I see. Lamar, listen. And that was bad. If I want to sound deep, I can just talk deep. Yeah. I don't have voice talent. If I have voice talent, I would probably be in Holstein right now. But considering where Holstein is going and Hololive is going, I have a second thought.
And it was Blue doing a male voice impression. Then came this absolute gem. Another quote-unquote man, Stefan, appeared in a Discord meeting for Luminary Idol Project, which was allegedly the other VTuber agency Blue had started previously. And again, it was her. She was voicing every single participant in the call. And because I had to watch that video, you're going to have to do so too.
Oh, no, I don't want to watch this. This is way beyond cringe. I would rather be shot than listening to this. Oh my god. That's gonna be so goddamn cringe. Back in my Discord, the people would fake their voice. They would catfish other people for fun. Back when Discord is not like as big as today, it's like 10 times smaller than today. 100 even. Fine, I'm gonna watch it.
So, my name is Stephen. I am the manager of you girls at Luminary Idol Project, Stellaire.
Hello, my name is Julia Amaris Blossom, and I am a new VTuber. I haven't really done much yet, but
Hello everyone, my name is Hoshka. I have been streaming for almost a week now and making content for almost a week. I'm really excited to work with you all.
Oh,
Hey, there's even a Pippa spotted in the wild. As the controversy escalated.
wait, what? Is Pippa?
Yo.
Oh hey, there's
Pippa, Pipkin Pippa. Base. base VTuber, right? Yeah.
There's even a Pippa spotted in the wild. As the controversy escalated, other people started paying the price. Miras, the artist who created Blue's model out of kindness, began receiving harassment. She had made the
What the
model
fuck?
for free, touched by Blue's story because her own mother had battled a heart condition. But now her work was being tied to a scandal she had no part in. Once people started pointing it out, she deleted her tweets and posted messages trying to clarify her position. So I've just been shown some things that have left me incredibly distressed. I need time to get clarification on these things. Hopefully the proof to the contrary is substantial enough. I'm fucking shaking, I'm so upset. Until clarification, I have removed a recent project from my feed. If it returns, then I am confident in it again. If not, I will use less vague wording to express my insane disappointment. But the damage was done. A gesture of empathy had been turned into a source of anxiety.
And that's just sad. That's like ultimate bad guy move.
There are allegations against someone I made a model for. As such, I have pulled down my advertising tweets for them until a final resolution is reached. I have not disallowed her from using the model, and regardless of the outcome, bad or good, the design is so specific I wouldn't be able to reuse it, so if I pulled the rights, it would be wasted work. Circumstances of the model. I made it in 6 days in various
Yeah, she was bullied for making the new model.
to substantiate my claim with timestamps. I reached out because she came back from the dead because her claimed heart issues are very similar to that of my mother, and I felt incredibly emotionally incentivized to offer support since I can't support financially. So with her artistic direction, I kinda went sicko mode and made a model in
Sicko
blind
mode.
speed mode. Of course, I spent a few days so engrossed in this project I neglected my own health myself, and I am currently now ill. When I posted publicly about the model, I was then bombarded with messages, DMs, and links to the allegations. If they are false, I don't regret supporting someone who has heart issues. But if they are true, I was a naive fool who didn't see past surface level presentation. Because in my mind, seeing my mother struggle daily, who would fake that? Regardless, false or true,
Who
it
would
is not
fake
in my
that?
character to retract a gift made in earnestness. I just hope my blind faith is not misplaced. As the situation escalated and more eyes turned towards the Blueless expose, Blue entered panic mode. Tension were rising and people were starting to enter her server to dig. Then came what she described as a dog scare. According to her mods, the panic began when people uncovered a registered parent company in the UK, one allegedly linked to her, complete with an old address still attached to it. There were rumors that the company name was traceable, though details on that were murky. To make things worse, someone had allegedly found a LinkedIn profile that they claimed was hers. Again, no hard confirmation, but it added to the rising pressure. Then a user joined her Discord server, said nothing, and immediately left. According to Blue, they had joined solely to retrieve the server ID, possibly for tracking purposes. That's when she initiated a lockdown. Invite links were disabled, access was restricted, she sent lots of stay safe messages, she tried to control who could get in and who could still see what. At the same time, she posted this statement: "They get away with practically bullying a girl off the internet. Whether I'm innocent or not doesn't matter. This is disgusting. I really don't want to come back." Blue framed this situation as a targeted harassment campaign, casting herself as a victim, not of her own lies, but of a toxic internet mob. Shortly after, she would disappear briefly, but not because the story had ended. It was about to spiral even further.
It get
She
worse.
posted a short where she seemed visibly distressed, begging the internet to leave her alone. But what came next was the most terrifying moment for her community. After the graduation post, Blue suddenly vanished. The short, coupled with her disappearance, made her entourage panic. Her mods, who had supported her from the very beginning, were left in the dark. They couldn't contact her, they didn't know where she was, they feared the worst. In a desperate attempt to help, they tried reaching out to Alex, Blue's quote-unquote boyfriend, who, unbeknownst to them at the time, didn't exist. He was just another one of Blue's.
It's everyone else's fault.
For several hours they stayed.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm not the problem.
They didn't eat. They just sat there, waiting, hoping, and wondering if their friend was still alive. Eventually, Blue came back with an update. She claimed she had attempted suicide. She said that she had been luckily found by a passerby.
I mean, wait. Did she really just like cut out the word I'm not even gonna attempt saying it because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble too. Wait, I need to see this. My eye is so bad. Trigger warning. Please don't read if you feel uncomfortable by. Oh, it's also censored in the text, so it makes sense. It didn't work, and now hospital being treated for something we actually found by accident. Tomorrow, when I get I'm gonna be okay now. So I'll be taking my hiatus. Wow, she's just like me for real. Taking hiatus. Taking hiatus and then come back with like 10,000 viewer. She's doing my strat. I got to sue her or something.
Taken to the hospital and then diagnosed with appendicitis. But the timeline didn't quite add up. During the first hour of her supposed suicide attempt, she had been messaging her artist Miras in private. But in their conversation, there was no mention of suicidal thoughts. There was no emergency, no panic. But when Blue
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We censored the words suicide because it was censored in this message. And she outright said them. Then why censor it? I thought it was like for the algorithm. What? The term is unalive these days. Yeah, or game ended. Game ended is also one of the classic, one good one. I never attempt game end myself, but I had thought of, you know. I always had thought, but never attempted it because I don't know. It's scary. It's scary to do it. Maybe I'm like strong. Maybe I'm very resilient. Because if I attempt, that's just over. Because my friend told me don't do it because it's gonna leave a scar for you. So I believe them. And I got a good friend. I've heard like other people say that they're gonna attempt suicide, you know, all that to their parent, maybe their friend, and they were like, "Oh, go do it then." Like, why are you encourage them to do that? Like, sir and madam, do you know what the fuck you're doing? But she forgot to censor. Oh, that would make sense. Well, my channel is not monetized yet, so it doesn't matter.
Sorry, I'm really high on morphine right now. Let's talk later. It became her go-to explanation, a kind of catch-all defense. And while pain medication can use confusion, it did raise questions when she was still posting on YouTube and Twitter during her supposed hospital stay. But for the mods, people who had just spent hours fearing for her life,
then what the fuck?
emotional damage was real. They would later say this moment
that actually happened to my mom when she was young. Before she even had me. She said something along the line of like, I don't want to live anymore, and then go upstairs and to the second floor. She said that to my grandmother, my late grandmother. And my late grandmother just tell her to, you know, go off yourself. Do it then. Well, obviously, my mother didn't get hurt, of course. Otherwise, she would have me. But she came back downstairs, and the look on my late grandma is terrific. She was crying. She was sobbing. It was like a. Maybe she, you know, she didn't mean it. She's just stressful, and the same thing happened to me. Just in the year, like 3 years ago, maybe. Grandma cold, yeah, and it passed down to generation, because on my birthday on 2023, I was like, "Why are you so late?" I was thought of cutting my wrist, and she was Your wrist? She said something along the line of, your wrist? I'm like, I'm dealing with the worst I have in my life here. Why would you do it? Why would you think about it? She lashed out on me as if I'm like some kind of nuisance. It was my birthday. And I was hungry and I was waiting for her. She could at least call me, and that was before I take medication. And in my room, I have knife, but I didn't do anything. I locked my room just in case he gonna barge in. I throw stuff in my room. That was probably the darkest day of my life. I could just gone, and I lock my room, and she wouldn't know. I wait until like midnight to go out to get like some beer that she bought for me and pizza that she bought for me. But yeah, it's like we're not prepared to calm someone down when they are suicidal. But that end with me, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna game myself or unalive myself. I'm saying it's gonna end with me because I'm not gonna say that to my kid if I ever had one. I'm not gonna say that to my relative. I'm not gonna say that to my family. I learned better now. Don't encourage them. Just find out what they're stressed about. Anyway, where were we? I love that phrase. Where were we? Sound like a different language.
Shattered their trust more than anything else. Later on, she decided to announce her graduation. She was completely done. At this point, there were just too many inconsistencies to ignore. Her mother.
Education system really needs to incorporate how to deal with this kind of situation.
Directly. First, the mods tried reaching out to either Amy.
I'm gonna pause again. I'm gonna pause Andy. Pause Peterson. I'm gonna pause Peter. They don't teach you how to do taxes or like managing your finance. Well, they kind of do, but they don't really focus on that all that much. All the teacher, at least in like primary school, like junior high and senior high school, the teacher don't really teach the new kid or teenagers to handle like adult stuff. They just leave that to the family, to the parent. At least from where I'm from. If you got a good parent and good people that support you, well, you can see that you can become like me. If you got friend and all that, if you got money, if you got a way to get money and make money and pay your debt, and eventually move out, like my brother did. Although his kid is more, it's a bit different. But yeah, they should really, they should at least if not telling like them to learn from like a book about social. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like a social class, right? And people with the student would gather around and then just learn about how to become a legitimate like citizen, how to do your duty and all that. Never any taxes or like how to take care of each other. That's kind of natural for human to do, but like some people just didn't get that kind of experience. So we lack that in the department. So instead of teaching people how to, love your loved ones, maybe critical thinking and complex multitasking, all that. I don't know what term is, but if they teach that in school, we wouldn't have like suicide rate this high, man. And most of them were college student. Most of them. They used to be on the news 24/7. So I don't watch TV. Ever since I seen those, I was like, I have enough. They focus on use that shit like calculus. Yeah, I have no fond memory of learning calculus. I'm actually very bad at math. I mean, I can think, but when you ask me to type it down in a letter, write it down, no. I don't have a thinking like mind mapping, I guess. It's more of a critical thinking, just like on instinct. So in a way, I'm not saying I'm like bad at math. I'm just bad at doing math that other people do. I do my own math, you know. And that's the thing. Like people teach the same thing, and no one is really standing out, so they become generic. They don't become special. They don't become unique. They don't become human. They just become a worker, and they enjoy their slice of life. Which is not a bad thing, but you know, people should have some ambition, big ambition. Anyway, let's watch.
Me, short
Go
for
off track.
Amaryllis, or Momoiro. Both accounts allegedly active at the same time, but only Momoiro responded. They asked her to join a voice call to discuss the allegations from the Bluelist video, specifically the Riley account and a few others. They call her Amy and make it clear that they want straight answers this time. This probably isn't going to work.
They becomes cogs in the system. Exactly. I know you make me say cogs, but you know, whatever.
Guys, it's almost 10 p.m. I can't. The mods press on anyway. Spectre, one of the few remaining people trying to get clarity, replies, "We're a bit done with all. We just want honesty from you." Momoiro suggests maybe they could add Amy to the call, but claims she's probably sleeping. Spectre isn't having it. Then can both of you call tomorrow at the same time? I've stopped being convinced. Then the questions start to hit harder. How real is Alex? Momoiro responds with deflection, claiming she has proof, and sends a screenshot, supposedly from Amy's account, meant to show she was sharing YouTube Premium subscription with a real friend. She said Amy had sent it to an investigator as evidence. But one question lingered. Why did Momoiro have this screenshot from Amy's account? No one gets straight answers, and Spectre continues pushing. What about you playing piano? Why did you play the same song the exact same way twice like it was a misclick? Why did Amy say muscle memory just for you to repeat the line, not her? And what about today's video? Was it pre-recorded? Scripted? Why were you two in a call for 30 minutes for a 3-minute upload? Why did Amy bring up the hospital beep so many times like she wanted to sell the idea she really was there? Momoiro replies, "You're all overthinking too much. I understand, but please take a moment to calm down." But Spectre's done playing nice. Amy, Momo, whoever you are, I want to, but can we get a truth? I've been fed lie after lie after lie. I'm so done with it. We all are. The sheer lack of evidence, it's just stupid. Momoiro finally snaps. Amy isn't going to come back on her account. She didn't even want me to tell anyone, but I have to now, don't I? Someone close to her has been fully doxxed due to the situation, so she's shutting down everything. She's never coming back. So none of it matters anymore. Whether it was true or not doesn't fucking matter. But it did matter. It mattered to the people who had spent weeks supporting her, defending her, worrying for her. All they wanted was one thing: the truth. Spectre replied calmly, "You know, I really did think, I don't care if she lies. I just want her to be happy and healthy. We all did. But time and time again, we've just been disappointed and tired." Momoiro didn't flinch. "Can't you realize how serious this is? It doesn't matter. None of this matters." Spectre, Amy, you tried. You really did. You could have gone places. Momoiro snaps back. "I'm not her, but you won't fucking believe me, so whatever." Spectre stayed grounded, still searching for something honest. I just wanted to hear, hey, I'm sorry for lying about this. But isn't it weird? You haven't both talked at the same time in a live call with multiple people. That alone could have proven something, could have shut us up. Could have not misclicked, could have not fed us more lies. Also, what about the suicide attempt? Why didn't Amy show hospital papers? Why is your birth certificate date incorrect? I don't care, I want to hear it. Because that's you, right? And instead of answering, Momoiro turned it back on them. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, just believe what you want. They ask her again, just give us some proof. But Momoiro shuts down. Nothing I will say will change your fucking mind. I'm so fed up with this. I never wanted to be dragged into this. I hate the internet. I hate her. I want nothing to do with it anymore. I'm logging out and never coming back. Spectre's final words? Seek therapy after this, with all respect. Momoiro says she will, and that's where the call ends. It was the straw that broke the camel's
Go get some help.
For the mod team,
Wow.
this wasn't just a failed confrontation. It was a confirmation that they had been deceived
That was
from the
bad.
start.
Both of them
That was
needed
the moment
therapy.
They finally decided it was time to reveal everything. The mod expose didn't reveal anything new. Not really. It just confirmed what many already feared, and what Blue had worked so hard to deny. Yes, she was every member of High Axis. That was now beyond doubt.
100% confirmed by them out of the horse's mouth, and I can show you proof of this. They have confirmed that they themselves were all of the members of High Axis.
And when her story began falling apart in the background, she started spiraling, freaking out in mod chats, trying to maintain control over a collapsing narrative. Then came the suicide scare, the same story.
Oh, this time she actually censored it.
Now her own mod team was laying it out in painful detail. They had tried to contact Alex, the main she claimed was her boyfriend, only to realize he didn't exist. She had been talking to herself. She claimed a passerby found her and that doctors diagnosed her with appendicitis, a detail that strangely matched a story Momoiro had told a year earlier.
An interesting scenario in all of this is that last year, Momo had appendicitis too.
She had also once claimed to be on an oxygen tank, and this was a huge point most people defending her would rely on, though even the mods admitted they had no way to verify whether that part was true. What they could confirm was that she created numerous alternate accounts, commenting under her own videos, defending herself on Reddit, and even making threads on 4chan to control the narrative. In one case, she even made up an entire persona who was supposedly dating Momoiro, a character that, again, she was also playing.
This is the other person. This Noir individual. I'm gonna pin this. That's another one to get into. Yeah, Noir's not real either, the cousin. They're also not real. Apparently they were dating Momo. But Momo's Amy.
The emotional fallout was one thing, but there was financial consequences too. Over £1,000 has been raised through Ko-fi, much of it during her resurrection arc. And while all of it was refunded,
1,000?
those donations were made under false pretense.
Motherfucker, I need 1,000. That's the exact amount that I need right now. I never had that much money. Although throughout the time in my life, in my career, I received 300 so far, so I get like 1/3 of that. She just loving himself. Yeah, the obsessed is the incest.
Fueled by a story that wasn't real. And it didn't take into account the non-monetary gifts she had received, like the free VTuber model, for example. Some mods explained they had donated themselves, and one of them made it clear that he didn't want revenge. He just wanted her to stop.
I truly do feel bad for them. They seem very unwell. They seem very lonely. Life is in a position that they don't, seem great. And I just want them, human to human, I just want them to get the help they need to move on from all this and to go forward in life and flourish.
When asked whether they'd ever heard Amy and Momoiro speak at the same time, the answer was no. One would type while the other talked, or both would type, which felt odd.
So I seem to remember one very specific time when they were both in VC unmuted. I can't remember if they both talked at the same time. But that is interesting. Usually if they're both in the VC, one of them is talking, one of them is typing, or they're both typing, which is interesting.
And for all of her efforts to deny the allegations publicly, it was Blue herself who drew attention to them. Her constant tweets, updates, and rebuttals led fans who hadn't even seen the expose to finally watch the Blueless video. And when they did, they believed it.
The only reason I found out of the sock puppet allegations was because she was making community posts about it. And I was like, I looked at the community post and I'm like, what is happening? Because it would not have been on my radar if it wasn't for her bringing any attention to it. And if you guys watch any of those videos, it holds a lot of ground. It's like really hard to wave off so much of it as coincidence.
In the end, it all unraveled. Her cousin was her genmates were her boyfriend was her, and even her illness, her injuries, her near death, all of it was tangled in deception. It was impossible to make up what was true from what was false anymore. And the people who tried to protect her were left holding the truth. She refused.
I'm not sleepy. This is great content.
Beyond the alt accounts, fake personas, and stage drama, what made
Persona mention.
most was the emotional damage Blue left behind. Because if there's one thing she did right, it was build a community, a tight-knit group of kind, supportive people who genuinely cared about her. Many of them shared similar struggles. Some were chronically ill, some disabled, and they saw themselves in her. So when the truth came out,
yeah, I kind of found myself in her as well.
Even deeper. I spoke to a few
when she talked about her parent using it as a way to gain leverage.
What they felt wasn't just anger, it was grief. These are some of the messages.
Her mother was, her father was, wow, what a timing with that chat message.
Actually, disabled people can't have shit. She was my idol because I finally found a VTuber who struggled with disability like me. And it was all fake? She faked her disabilities? I was so happy to have someone to look up to. I cried over her quote-unquote death when we thought she passed. I feel so stupid. They didn't just lose a creator. They lost someone they thought understood them. And that kind of betrayal, especially for people already caring so much, is the kind that lingers long after the story ends. On top of that,
if you want someone with chronic illness, just follow me, just give me a sub. Just follow me.
What created Blue's model for free out of empathy for her story was later subjected
yeah, make me some free model.
Backlash once the deception came to light, and still took
joke, by the way, I didn't mean any of this.
Exhaustion of having to rush to finish Blue's model.
I hope the artists get the support they need.
Instead, she found herself caught in the
same with the moderation team.
She didn't ask to be part of. Eventually, Blue admitted to some of her lies, just not all of them. She claimed that the other girls from her agency were never real, just imaginary friends she made up to cope with loneliness. That she'd always dreamed of being an idol group, but none of her IRL friends were interested. So she decided to make her own. Everyone, she said, was made up, except her cousin, Marionika, who she insisted was a real person, just helping out for fun. But even in this partial confession, she couldn't help but twist the truth. She refused to admit that Dia Shizuku or Marionika were alts. Instead, she claimed that maybe, during her hospitalization, Dia had been logged into accounts and using their credential without her knowledge. Adding, if there were any uploads or messages from them during that time, probably stopped once it became kind of pointless, I didn't check. And when it came to Momoiro, she still insisted. Momo isn't an alt either. Eventually though, Blue admitted to it all. She posted a final message, a Google Doc titled Graduation, My Story, where she came clean about the lies, the personas, and the damage she caused. In it, she said she never intended to hurt anyone, that she started VTubing as a form of escape, and somewhere along the line, she forgot what was real. She described how her childhood was shaped by disability, loneliness, and trauma, that she was in and out of hospitals, bullied, and never got the therapy she
scapegoat.
needed. That she created the other personas not just to deceive, but because she wanted to feel cared for, even if it meant pretending to be sick. I started VTubing to escape reality. I forgot what reality was. The voices in my head made me believe I wasn't lying, and deep down,
the voice in the
I
head.
wanted it to be true. She called her actions 100% wrong, said she didn't want forgiveness, only closure. What I did was wrong, and all the positivity is confusing me. My brain just short circuits. I'm sorry.
Short circuit
Anymore. After posting
it means
it,
short
she
circuit.
deleted her YouTube channels and socials. She refunded the money she had received, at least trying to make things right on that front. And she said she would be stepping away from the internet to get help and seek therapy. And for a moment, it looked like that was it.
You don't tell me it's the twist.
But then, just a few days later, she came back under a new alias, a new channel, like nothing had ever happened.
And that was Charlotte.
To this announcement by her former mod, Ultra, Blue had been advised to come clean about her new identity if she truly wanted to start over, but instead she chose to keep things quiet. She said she wanted to avoid dragging the drama into her new life and would be starting again as a nobody. No one tried to expose her or guess who she might be, because if they're wrong, an innocent person could get caught in the crossfire. So for now, she's out there again, streaming, VTubing, somewhere, as someone else. At the end of the day, it's clear that Amaryllis Blue was struggling with loneliness, identity, and mental health. And maybe the deception didn't start out maliciously. Maybe it began as a coping mechanism and just spiraled out of control.
Yeah, she just takes some hormone.
Why something happened?
She just take HRT so she can sound deeper, like a man, and she become me.
Vulnerable community, and they emotionally misled people who
she used that she used that $1,000 for HRT.
In the end, she did come clean, but with stories like that, you always wonder, what would have happened if they weren't exposed? Would they still be doing it? What's especially tragic is that the entire situation could have been avoided with just a little more self-restraint or even a little more honesty. After all, voicing an entire agency and running 3 fictional VTuber projects solo, that could have been her gimmick. That's kinda impressive when you think of it. She could have built a world full of color, but instead, it all faded into blue. Thank you for watching. Now, obviously, as stated before, don't go trying to harass her or find her. I'm going to do a quick shout out to the Blue Refugee Discord and leave the link in the description below if you guys want to join it, since they have such a wholesome community. However, please make sure you only bring the good vibes if you do. And thank you to everyone who helped put this together, especially the folks in my Discord. If you want to join the community, we're over at discord.gg/Rima, and it's honestly turning into a really supportive little space. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and check out my Patreon for more deep dives, bonus contents, and help support the channel directly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Damn, that was a long window.
She had gone from complete This is a big word. She had gone from complete obscurity. She had gone from, despite Blue's attempt to prove her.
Should I include it in my video as well? When I do an offline video, the same shit happen. The same thing happened. I was just like stuttering. Like on stream, I wouldn't care as much because I can just like do this. I can just keep talking, and it would be natural. But if you rewatch that, it's gonna be like, what? Why is this guy stuttering so much? And she's from the UK. Like, come on. Even the native is struggling.
Genmates were real by uploading Discord's. Despite Blue's attempt to prove her genmates were real by uploading Discord recording, in one clip they compared Blue's laugh with Momoro's. In one clip, they compared Blue's laugh with Momoro's. They weren't just similar. Momoiro. With Momoiros. And because I had to watch that video, you're going to have to do. And because I had to okay. At this point, there were just too many inconsistent. At this point, there were just too many inconsistent.
That's so real.
Inconsistency.
Inconsistency.
At this point, there were just too many inconsistencies. At this point, there were just too many inconsistencies to ignore. Inconsistencies. At this point, there were just too many inconsistencies. Oh, shit.
This video is big, and I might watch it later. But not today. This YouTuber, that's me. That's me. I'm popular now, and that's me. Wait, who? You should do blooper, yes, no. I have like a project coming up. It's a Persona 4 Golden. The other one is Arknight. Going back to my root. Go back to gacha game root. I mean, I still play the game, but it's more like I don't really make video about it, even though I have like so much knowledge about it. I could just make a video. It's very easy because I turn from script heavy to improv heavy. So instead of reading our script and get a blooper like that, it's more like just improvise. All right, what's next? I didn't plan to watch that video, but we did, and that's quite a emotional roller coaster there. Yeah, I gotta go eat dinner. We check later if you're still streaming later. Nah, I need to get some rest. That was a good video. Have a good dinner. I'll be seeing you tomorrow with the roleplay stream. I'll try my best. I can't guarantee the audio quality though, so there's that. Alright. Bye. Ciao.